Aquarius, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Aquarius Tarot love reading. In today's reading, we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest here in March 2024. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the shared energy that it's affecting both of you here in March. I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Aquarius, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify everything with a second deck just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get this Aquarius tarot reading started. What is going on with Aquarius and their person of interest in March 2024? What's the mutual point of interest between the two of them? Okay. What's going on with you, Aquarius? What's going on with Aquarius as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them March 2024? Okay, we'll take you. In you with it. That's cool. Getting an extra one. No big deal. What's going on with your person? What's going on with Aquarius's romantic person of interest as it relates to Aquarius and the connection between them in March 2024. Thanks. Okay. All right. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading, 2 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. 2s are choices. This is a choice about something in the physical world. It's an energy of balance, but it's more about like trying to maintain your balance or get your balance back once it's been thrown off. This is like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy where you've got these 2 things to choose between and you can't have both of them. So you're going back and forth and weighing the options, weighing the pros and cons, like do I or don't I, should I or shouldn't I, will they or won't they? It's like that kind of a can't make up my mind type of a thing. Every once in a while, that card can represent juggling 2 people in the physical sense. I do have the 3 of Swords right behind it. This is Libra energy here of heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. The third energy is not always romantic third party. It can be, but it's not always. Sometimes that third energy can just be like nosy people sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, like mom or, family members, co-workers, neighbors, friends getting involved kind of where they shouldn't. That third energy can be working too much. It could be trying to juggle too many things at the same time, trying to keep all the plates in the air and not let anything crash. That third energy can be a whole lot of different stuff, but we do have some third energy involved that caused it, either causing or has caused some sort of a heartbreaking situation. And there's some decision here related to that and the Knight of Pentacles behind it, which is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is very slow forward movement on something, very slow progress. This is usually like monotonous, like make you want to pull your hair out, frustrating kind of an energy, because it usually is about a person who wants something like yesterday, but they're getting this slow drip instead. And it's like, progress isn't happening, or at least it feels like nothing's moving, at least from where you're sitting. It can sometimes represent a person who knows what they're supposed to do but just doesn't do it for some reason, or even the opposite of that, a person who knows what they're not supposed to do but does it any damn way. It could be what's going on with this juggling 2 people third energy thing here. It could be that. It could just be I need to make a decision here and there's a heartbreaking thing happening because I haven't been able to decide and I know I need to and I haven't yet. Could be any of that kind of stuff. This is just like the overall gist of what it looks like this is probably going to talk to me about. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects both of you in some way here in March 2024, Aquarius. Doesn't always affect you both the same way. Sometimes they do this and you feel it, or vice versa. Sometimes they say or do something and you feel this way, or vice versa. Sometimes it's legitimately external stuff that happens. The mutual point of interest between the 2 of you in March 2024 is the Aquarius Major Arcana card, the Star. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. This is also the card that comes after the Tower in the sequence of the major arcana. So you don't make it to the star energy without going through a tower of some kind first, where something important collapses all around you and nothing's the same as it was the day before that happened. When something like that happens, like if a relationship collapses or this belief system you're operating from collapses, it's really hard to see, like, what do I do moving forward from here? It's hard to see that path forward. The star is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the path for you so you can see the way forward from here. This is where hope comes from. It's where healing comes from. A lot of times I'll get this when there is at least the hope that something can be healed in a connection between the two of you, which kind of makes sense if we did have some heartbreaking thing go on in the background. And now we're at this, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I try to heal this? Should I or should I not, try to maintain the hope that this could be healed? It could be any of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to clarify this. Tell me more about the star. Why is that the mutual point of interest between Aquarius and their romantic person of interest? I'm getting the feeling that there's a lot in here. It's just nothing was coming out there for a second. Let's get one more on the star, please. Thank you. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is about moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving the rough, choppy waters of the past behind you and moving forward into clear waters where you've got more clarity, where you're moving forward towards something that you actually want. This is the card that comes after the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords is oftentimes a betrayal or a big fight, or at its core, it's like a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. Well, this is about moving away from that painful thing, whatever that was, and moving forward into the future. There is an implied choice here, and the choice is related to that painful thing that's already happened. You can't change that at this point, but you have a choice. Do I carry into my future the burden that painful situation caused me, so that continues to weigh me down as I move forward? Or do I carry the lesson that I learned from going through that painful thing into my future with me, so nothing like that ever happens again? Sometimes this is even a case of where I'm trying to make a decision here. The part that's already decided is I'm moving forward one way or another. The only question is, are you coming with me, or am I leaving you behind? Could be something like that going on. I do have 7 of Wands right behind it. This is Leo energy. It's a defensive energy. It's like defending a position on something, defending a stance on something, like fighting to protect something that's important to me, or something that I believe in, or something that I desire. I'm fighting for a connection here. Do have King of Wands behind that. This is either Leo or Sagittarius energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what they want and they go for it. They normally don't take no for an answer. They don't let obstacles and challenges stop them from getting what they want. This is like a driven, motivated, determined kind of a person, ambitious kind of a person that's either going to find a way to get what they want, or they're going to make a way to get what they want. This is also the pinnacle of the wand suit, and the wand is the phallic symbol of the deck, which is the male you-know-what, and using that to be intimate, sexual energy, sex, things of that nature. So this is also someone who's like the pinnacle of that type of an energy, and they can be very driven and motivated by sexual energy. Could be that. Have the Empress right behind it. This is the mother of the tarot deck. She's always pregnant, so she's always giving birth to something. So in a relationship, she represents the birth of something new, as in the birth of a new connection. It could even represent rebirthing a connection, as in trying to heal this and start it back over. And it's looking like we're facing a decision about that. It's got undertones already of some third energy causing a problem. It could be that there was a romantic third party. It could be something entirely different. So take that part however it resonates for you. When I clarify the star, I get more major arcana cards. I get the Moon, Death, and then the 10 of Cups. The moon is Pisces energy. This is fear, worry, and anxiety, usually based on uncertainty. Like when the moon's out, it's dark outside. You can't see the full path ahead of you, so it's easy to get mixed up and not be able to tell, am I on the right path? Like, did I make a wrong turn somewhere? Was this even the right path for me to begin with? Should I turn around and go back? And like that level of uncertainty can be enough to cause fear, worry, and anxiety. When it's dark outside, there can be things that are hidden in the dark, things that you can't see that are actually there, that are happening, and you can't see them because it's dark. It can represent a secret being kept. It could be that we had some problematic stuff going on, and this is having the hope that we can heal it and move past it and leave that stuff in the past where it belongs. It could just be that I have a lot of uncertainty about whether or not I should heal this or if it can be healed, and I'm back and forth about it. And even that could probably be heartbreaking. Central to this shared energy is death. This is the Scorpio Major Arcana card. This is an ending to something. It's something dying so it can be reborn again in a different way. This is usually a very painful transformation process, a painful transition period. Sometimes this can indicate that, as bad as it sounds, like sometimes when people do stupid shit in a relationship and it kills it, that's what was supposed to happen because there was this new level it was supposed to go to. So sometimes this can represent going through the shit, but coming out better for it on the other side than you would have had it not happened. I've seen that happen before. Can't guarantee that's what's going on here, but we definitely have some uncertainty about whether it's dead. We could even have some secret that killed it, and this is the hope that this can be fixed, probably because of this Ten of Cups. This is more Pisces energy. So I got a lot of water sign energy right here. Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces again. This is most people's goal in terms of love and relationships. It's that happily ever after that we all want, that happy fairy tale ending, the happy fairy tale love connection we all dream about. So this could be saying, hey, I hope this is that Ten of Cups for me. I hope we can fix this thing and bring it back from the dead here. It could even represent that there's uncertainty about whether or not this is the Ten of Cups. Is this the one for me? Is this not the one for me? And again, even that can be heartbreaking, that whole going back and forth about it. That's really the negative piece of the Ten of Cups. It's that fairy tale component because we all want that so bad. And we all want to believe that this relationship I'm in is this happily ever after I've always wanted. That it gets really easy to like start sweeping shit under the rug. Start ignoring problems that you clearly can see, or start, like pretending like things that have happened haven't happened and just like turning a blind eye to it. Because if any of that shit's real, then this can't be real, and I want this to be real, so I'm just going to pretend. I've seen that happen more times than I can count. So this card, probably one of the few that get people into the most trouble here in terms of like trying to force a square peg to fit into a round hole. Like when you start seeing certain types of red flags, that's a dead giveaway. This isn't the real thing. I'm not saying that that's what's happening here. I'm just saying there's some definite uncertainty involved in this. And there's clearly been a tower, and there's clearly been an ending here between the two of you. And this is the hope that I can get it back. The only concern I have for you at this stage, if you're hoping to get something back that you're not even sure if it's real or not. That's the shared energy affecting both of you. It's hard for me to tell exactly what this is trying to say at this point. I've got a couple of ideas here, like I just told you. I'm going to come back to this as I go through your energy, Aquarius, because then I'll get more info on it and I'll be able to see how it relates to you. I'll come back to it again when I go through your person's energy, because then I can see how it applies to them too. That's the shared energy, your energy in this connection. First card's always the most important for you. It's the Eight of Pentacles. Central to your energy, Nine of Wands. And the final card for you came out as two. We got the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. We just took a look at the Six of Swords. It's still sitting here on the bottom of this other deck. Eight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. This is the card of work. It's about putting in the work, time, effort, and energy on something to get what you want. It can be just like the willingness to put that work in. Could even be a decision about, do I put the work in? Do I like continue investing into this or not? Fits pretty well with this hope that things can be healed. I hope that if we work on it, things can be healed. I'm just not 100% convinced that will be the thing that does it. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles. Why is that the first card out for Aquarius in March 2024? On the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles. What's up, buddy?
I'm gonna go down there at 2:45 as it starts at 3.
Okay, have fun.
Alright, I'm gonna go past the miles right now.
All right.
Right there.
See you. My son, he's going to go do some little football boot camp thing here this afternoon. Like I said, the 10 of Pentacles is Virgo energy as well. I'm clarifying 8 of Pentacles, also Virgo energy. This is like that 10 of Cups that we see here in the shared energy. Most people's goal in love and relationships. This is most people's goal in the physical world. This is maximum stability, abundance, prosperity. It can even be the combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and resources to build this stable, abundant, prosperous home life that we all want. This is like combining lives together, building a life together. I get this a lot for people when they're married or when they're living together or when they're going down that path. Son of a... 10 of Swords right behind that, Gemini energy. This is a swift, painful ending to something. It's sometimes an ending that you don't see coming. It's sometimes an ending in betrayal, but no matter how you slice it, it's an ending. So even though I don't have the Tower out here yet, I know we had one because of the stars out here. Now I've got an indication that the connection has died between the two of you, possibly because of secrets, possibly still uncertain if it's dead. Now I have another reference to the ending of the connection here, and probably the ending of building a life together or being physically combined together. And then I have the Hermit right behind that, which is the Virgo Major Arcana card. So I've suddenly just got a whole shitload of Virgo energy here. You might be dealing with a Virgo. You might be dealing with a Pisces. You might be dealing with the Scorpio. There's more Virgo. There's Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Sagittarius, a little bit of Libra, and some more Gemini. You could be dealing with any of those signs. Hell, you could be dealing with any sign. This is a collective reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with specifically, because I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. This is me tapping into collective energy, so take it however it resonates. I'm going to keep calling out the signs as they stick out to me just in case it means anything to you. But this is Virgo energy. This is withdrawal, isolation. Sometimes this will be communication shuts down or gets very dramatically different than it was. Sometimes this is an energy of you being forced inside yourself to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, like trying to figure out, what do I need to adjust inside of me so that things can move forward the right way? The thing about the Hermit is it's not an energy that you see people like voluntarily choose to go into. Usually something happens and it forces you into that. Things that can do that, the Tower, Death, 10 of Swords. Again, I don't have the Tower, but I know there's been one because the star is here. And in this soul searching, behind that is the 4 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. So there's been some ending here to this building a life together, and there's soul searching around that and soul searching around not wanting to let go of it. So again, this is looking like you have hope that this is going to be healed. That you can get the balance back in this after it's been thrown off, that we can put this work, time, effort, and energy into fixing it. When I clarify 8 of Pentacles, I get Page of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Page of Pentacles, Pages are messengers. So this is news and messages and communications about some physical, tangible opportunity presenting itself to you. A lot of times this is someone who is at the beginning stages, like the page isn't fully developed. It's the lowest of the core cards. So like beginning stages of planning, for their future. Well, maybe even beginning stages of planning to put the work in on this. Four of Swords. This is the minor arcana version of the Hermit that we just saw. This is Libra energy. Fours are stability. Swords are about the thoughts or the mind. So this is like trying to stabilize your mind, stabilize your thoughts, like calm yourself down, go inside yourself to like try and take a pause, take a break, and let the chatter in your mind calm down so you can hear the messages, so you can figure out what to do moving forward from here. Sometimes this will indicate that there's a pause in the connection or a break in the connection. Or it could just be, I'm trying to figure out this plan for what to do moving forward from here, and what am I going to put my work in on. Eight of Swords. This is Gemini energy of being stuck in your head, grinding on something over and over again on this repeating loop in your mind. Not being sure what's the safe step to take is, not having all the answers. The person's blindfolded here. Could definitely be something going on that you don't fully know about or that you don't see yet, hasn't been revealed yet. But this would be like not knowing what I'm going to do, not knowing what's the safe move to make, and not wanting to make a mistake. And that's got me feeling stuck and trapped and blocked because I don't know what to do. And that's causing the overthinking. That this is overthinking. It can also be like a self-imposed mental prison of your own thoughts. In other words, like thinking about it the way that you are could be the thing that makes you stay stuck in something when there's not really a need to. Central for your energy, Aquarius, is the Nine of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy of being walled off and defensive. This is also a card of healing, just like the Star. This is the wounded warrior, and he's been hurt, which is why he builds this wall around himself. It's a defense mechanism. It's his way to protect himself so he doesn't get hurt again, or so he doesn't continue to get hurt. He doesn't want to be hurt. He wants to heal and get his energy right so he can move forward in his journey here. So this would tell me that you have been hurt by whatever is going on, and this would be like you putting walls up to protect yourself. And the cautionary thing about this energy is like, these walls don't always protect us. In fact, most of the time they don't protect us the way that we want them to. And instead of being something that protects you, you're still vulnerable to get hurt. And the wall can sometimes become a cage or a fence that keeps you walled off away from the thing that you do want. So let me clarify that and see what's going on. Why is this Nine of Wands here for Aquarius, please? I'm here. No, you flipped over and where'd you go? Really? I know one flipped over. I saw it. This happens to me sometimes, and they make me dig for it. And I mean, there's even been times when, nope, there wasn't anything there. But I knew that time there was. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. This is a card of the past. It's thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way things used to be between the two of you. It represents a deep emotional connection between the two of you. It can also represent something or someone from the past making another lap through, like trying to make a comeback in some way. Now, if you guys have split up, this could be you thinking about the past with your person, and it could also be you being walled off and defensive because something in the past hurt you. If we got juggling two people and a third energy being involved here, and I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, but I see something that alludes to that here in your person's energy too. This could be someone from their past made a comeback and caused a problem. This could also be you just trying to wall yourself off from the past happening again. I have that Six of Swords right behind it again. We've already seen that. It's like leaving something painful behind and moving forward into the future toward the thing that you want. Kind of hard to go into the past and the future at the same time. King of Wands behind that again. That's either Leo or Sagittarius energy. This is like person that you have passion and desire for, or that has passion and desire for you. This could also be, hey, what happened in the past, let's leave it in the past where it belongs, and let's move forward together here, and you having the desire to do that. But it could also be that the painful thing that happened that you're moving away from resulted from them being the pinnacle of that wand sexual energy kind of thing there and birthing something new. But just as much, this could be you having the desire to try to rebirth this, and at the same time doing some thinking about the past and not wanting to be hurt again. And it could, again, that could be why you're back and forth. It's hard to tell at this stage what that is. If there is like this hard-pressed desire from you to try to leave this behind and move forward in terms of let's forget about what happened and move forward together anyway and try to fix it and heal it, I think that would be coming from this belief of the Ten of Cups. But there's uncertainty around that, and there's also death tied to it. There's more I will say about that if the Tower comes out. If not, I'm leaving it be. When I clarify the Nine of Wands, I get the Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the World, and Seven of Wands. Leo energy, defensive energy. So I've got two walled off defensive energies right back to back in the center of your energy. This is like defending your position on something, defending your stance on something, being willing to fight to protect what you believe in. Could be being fight to protect this, the way I feel about this connection and my belief that it is my happily ever after and that I'm supposed to be with them. It could be defending that. It could be you wanting to fight for the connection and trying to come up the beginning stages early type of a plan to fight for this and get it back. This could also just be like you defending your position against this and like, no, I don't think I want this. You could have gotten a communication from your person offering you some opportunity physically, and this could be you just adamantly opposed to that. I don't really see that with the Star here being the thing that's affecting you both. Next, I have the Five of Pentacles. Fives are conflict. This is Taurus energy. It's abandonment. It's being cast aside. It's about being left out in the cold, discarded, walked away from. Like, this is a breakup energy. And beside it is the Four of Swords. So, like, you trying to figure out what to do about that. Possibly being all up in your head about it and trying to calm your thoughts down about that. So you can figure out what is it worth fighting for or not. Next, I have the King of Pentacles, which is more Taurus energy. Sometimes it could be Virgo energy. This is usually like a husband type figure, or like that stable, committed person that's building their life around me, or I'm building my life around them. This is like half of the equation that builds that Ten of Pentacles that we saw, like the maximum stability and abundance. The King and the Queen build the 10 because they combine lives together and they build some life together here. And there's been an abandonment of that. Like this, either like you kicked your person out or they abandoned you. And then you're stuck in your head about them. The final clarifier for this defensive energy here is the World. This is the last card of the major arcana. This represents the ending of one cycle and at the same time the beginning of the next new cycle where you start over at the Fool again. That's the only card here that doesn't have anything in the row with it so far. Final card that came out for you is actually two, Aquarius. We got the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. So we've seen that Six of Swords a couple times already. This Ace of Wands is the phallic symbol of the deck. Sexual energy. This can be a passionate new beginning or a new beginning in passion and desire, like as with a new person here. This can also be an energy of trying to re-spark the passion and desire in a connection, like try to fire the connection back up. Excuse me, after it's died. Got the hiccups suddenly here. Six of Swords. Again, Aquarius energy. This is leaving some painful thing in the past, moving away from pain, moving forward toward pleasure. Like, I get this a lot when it's like, I'm moving forward. Are you coming with me or not? Or am I leaving you behind? And it could be that the thing you're actually trying to move away from that was painful was a passionate new beginning. I've seen plenty of references to that. If there wasn't a third party, there probably was, is I guess what I'm trying to get at. When I clarify Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, please. What's going on with those two? Tell me more about the Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. Yeah, we're not taking a whole chunk, sorry. And here we are having to fight to find it again. Here we go. Putting these right back in here. Shuffle one more time. If any of them are supposed to come out, they will. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Page of Cups. News, messages, and communications about love and emotions. This could be expressing emotions, expressing how I feel about something. This can represent an apology coming in. Could be there's an apology coming in, wanting to leave things behind and re-spark this connection. This could also be there were lovey-dovey messages happening and a passionate new beginning happened, and that caused a painful thing that you're trying to move away from. The Devil. This is really starting to look like a person that you can't really seem to break away from. It's like almost like there's a piece of this connection that has such a pull to it for you that you can't bring yourself to leave it behind. That could be what every time you try to leave it behind, something happens to re-spark it back up. It could be that this person communicated with you and told you they had some feelings or apologized, and now, boom, here I am tempted again, and I don't want to be tempted. Page of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely communication going on here. Lovey-dovey communications, passion, desire-based communications, expressing what I want, having the willingness to take the first steps on that, which is usually communicating. Person from the past. I think this is a person that hurt you, probably significantly, and there's been a piece of you that was hoping that this would be healed at some point, and now it's looking like the time when the communication about that is coming in from them, and you're faced with this whole decision of, do I carry this person forward with me, or do I not do that? Son of a bitch, Six of Swords is right behind it. So it's the same card I'm clarifying this. The universe going, dude, I'm telling you, they got a choice to make about what are they leaving behind and what are they moving forward toward. And it looks like right now you're not able to fully make up your mind. When I clarify this Ace of Wands and Six of Swords, I get the Nine of Wands again, Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups. No, we already saw this Nine of Wands. It is the central energy for you. We just finished clarifying that Sagittarius energy. This is walled off defensive energy. This tells me that you've been hurt and you want to protect yourself. I just hope that it's not a wall that you're putting in your own way that prevents you from getting the thing that you want. If that is what's going on, re-sparking this connection is going to be the thing that prevents you from getting what you want. That's the thing you're supposed to move away from. If it's the one that has the other person involved in it, take that piece how it resonates. If you're in a spot where there was no other person, totally disregard what I just said. But this is you not wanting to be heard. It's so crazy because it's sitting directly beside the Seven of Wands, like two walled off defensive energies. And the Seven of Wands was the first clarifier for the Nine of Wands. So it's literally surrounded by wall. Very, very strange. This is like roadblock, do not pass. Like, next clarifier is the Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. This is supposed to be balance. It's supposed to be generosity, reciprocity. Like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You take care of me, I take care of you. Like, equal give and take. I don't know why you would try to wall yourself off from equal give and take, nor do I understand why equal give and take would cause you to become hurt. Equal give and take is what it's supposed to be. This can sometimes represent, just like this can represent a person juggling two people, this can represent the merchant, as in your person giving to two people. That's laying right beside the Five of Pentacles, which is abandonment and breakup. Now, and then you trying to figure out what to do about this and being stuck in your head. That makes a hell of a lot more sense to me than this card meaning balance in this case. Four of Cups is Cancer energy. This is not being fully emotionally happy with what you have in front of you, to the point that you're daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that you believe will lead you to your happiness and your fulfillment. The three cups that you're looking at can represent being united and celebrating. We're being reunited and celebrating, and you're not happy because you don't actually have the opportunity to do that yet. Those three cups can also represent a third party because there are three cups of love there, and you can't get that out of your head, which could be why you were hurt. I mean, we're clarifying Ace of Wands here, passionate new beginning, merchant giving to two, overall energy juggling two, right behind it, Three of Swords, third energy. It's looking strongly like we have another person involved that isn't you or them. This could even be you waiting for their apology to come in, waiting for their lovey-dovey messages to come in, waiting for them to make you a love offer, and you're not happy because it hasn't happened yet. Sometimes this is even you contemplating making a love offer to them, but haven't because you're worried of getting rejected, which would make sense because central to the whole thing is your person rejecting you or your person abandoning you. And again, the only thing that doesn't have anything in the row with it is the World. Ending of a cycle, beginning of next cycle. I'm getting a strong message. I'm supposed to leave this behind and move forward into something different. I'm supposed to be ending this and starting the next cycle back at zero, at the Fool, taking a blind leap of faith. But it's almost like some communications have happened, and now suddenly hope has been re-sparked. But there's still way too much fear, worry, anxiety, uncertainty about whether it's dead, about whether it's even real or not. Your person's energy, Aquarius. First card's the most important for them. It's the Lovers. Central to their energy, Nine of Pentacles. Final card for them, Temperance. The Lovers is Gemini's major arcana card. Yes, this can be a powerful love connection between two people. A long time ago, before it was called the Lovers, it used to be called the Choice. It's really about the interconnectedness between people, and one person's choices affect the other person as well. Like, not just in a relationship setting, globally, in all of humanity, it's like that. We can't start slinging nuclear bombs all over the place without that affecting everybody. We can't pollute the atmosphere without that affecting everybody. Our choices have impact, and we're all connected. This, because it's called the Choice before the Lovers card, this can represent a choice about a love connection. It can represent a choice between more than one lover. Now, I will say that sometimes people will think that the Lovers card means this person's the one for me. I don't remember if I said it at the beginning of this one or if I said it in a different reading. I do too many of them to keep track of it. When this card shows up in a person's energy, this is not God or Source or the universe screaming, this person's the one. Same with the Star. That can sometimes have that the one for me representation to it. This isn't factual data coming down that this person's the one. It's showing up in their energy, which means they could possibly feel that this person's the one. The question is, though, who are they feeling that about? And I can't even guarantee that they are feeling it. It's just a possibility that's there. So I'm not closing the window on that yet. feels like more of a possibility that this is a choice between lovers for them, which is why they're going back and forth and why there's a third energy involved here and why I know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not doing it. Or I even know what I'm not supposed to do and I'm doing it anyway. I'm not supposed to have third energies. I'm not supposed to have a choice between lovers. And then I got recognized. Son of a bitch. I didn't go deep enough before. This is Leo energy of recognition, them getting recognized for something. It's a wand energy. Behind it is the tower. I said I know there's been a tower because the star is here, and I just didn't go down far enough. Right there with the Tower, Queen of Swords. This is a speaking the truth on something and cutting off the person or the thing that doesn't serve me anymore. That's not in my best interest anymore. This looks like collapse of the connection, possibly collapse of the belief system of this the Ten of Cups or not, and a severing to the connection. But behind that is still, it's like a decision that needs to be made, but it hasn't actually been made yet. Sometimes this is like, I don't have enough information to decide. Sometimes it's not my decision to make, which is why it hasn't been made yet. Sometimes I got the blinders on because there's something I don't want to see and I don't want to look at that. And that's preventing me from making the decision. If that's the case, the decision would be severing in Tower. Okay, let's clarify this Lovers card. Why is the Lovers here for Aquarius' person of interest in March 2024? You cannot make this shit up. Like, I still get people in the comments like kind of pissed off. They're like, why is it always bad news in your readings? Why is there always a third party? It's like, well, first of all, there's not always bad news. It's not always a third party. That's an overgeneralization. But it's like, you see me shuffle the cards. The cards jump out. I tell you what they mean. Sometimes the meaning adjusts itself based on the context of what else is out here and what's not out here. I don't choose what the messages are. I get the messages, I receive them, and I relay them to the people that need them. I don't get to pick what they are. So you can't make this up, though. I stand 100% behind. There is another person. And yeah, and even this verifies it. There is another person involved here. It's not me being negative. It's just facts. Like, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and unicorn farts. And I know there are plenty of readers that will twist the meanings of the cards around and try and tell you that this Lover's card means this person's your twin flame, but that's not what it means. People will... I've even seen readers try to tell you that the Ten of Swords meant something completely different than it did. Like, don't get me wrong. Every card has positives and negatives. But I'm not about to be the dude who's going to like pour sprinkles on a dog turd and try and tell you that it's candy, and it's not. It's like, it doesn't matter how many sprinkles you put on it. It still ain't a candy bar. I got the Devil at the bottom of the deck. I'm clarifying the Lovers. For this ain't no twin flame thing. Promise you, twin flames aren't real. Not going on the tangent right now. I'm about to put some stuff out about that because I'm sick and tired of the twin flame journey comments and, oh, my twin flame cheated on me, but I'm supposed to be with him, so I'm putting up with it. It's all crock of shit. It's the biggest self-delusional, limiting bullshit belief that's based on zero evidence, zero factual data. I'm tired of those comments too. I'm sorry I'm getting bent out of shape, but this reading is like, this person is pissing me off and they're getting to me. And then all of the stuff that people say in the comments that support people like this is like, I might have to pause for a second here. I'm getting flooded with emotions, and they're not really my emotions here. I'm picking it up, and I don't like it. This is a facade. What this person is. This is fake. This Ten of Cups. It was a mask. It's a masquerade. It's an illusion. Yeah, it's an illusion. This is toxic. This person has toxicity in them, and you can't be in a relationship with them without their toxicity getting all over you. But this should not be the hope that you can heal this connection. It should be the hope that this person does the inner work that they need to do to ascend to the next level of who they're supposed to be, because they're not in that. This is an energy of control, but it's about something that is in control of your person. They're not in control of it. It dictates what they put the work and the effort into and what they don't. Yeah. And they were putting in work, doing the effort of these urges and these desires and this toxic stuff, and they got recognized for that. And they had a choice between lovers. Or they created a situation where that's what's going on. When I clarify the lovers, I get the Fool, the Knight of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Page of Wands. The Fool, very first card of the major arcana, first card of the whole tarot deck, card 0. You have the world out here all by itself. This is the ending of a cycle, and the starting back over at the beginning. This is the full cycle between the two of you. It's the full shebang. They have started a new beginning at the beginning with another person. This can represent foolish behavior, taking risks outside of the connection, just taking a blind leap of faith on something and saying, screw it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I'll figure it out as I go. The Knight of Wands. This is the player of the tarot deck. This is rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action on something there's passion and desire for. This can be wishy-washy bullshit, in and out, back and forth kind of energy. They come running into you and tell you everything you want to hear so they can get what they want, and then they go somewhere else and do all the passion, desire stuff there and try to play both sides. Five of Swords. This is the Aquarius energy. This is fives are conflict. This is conflict in communication. This is bitter words being spoken, words being used like weapons. This is a betrayal. At its core, this is a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. It can be a person who has this winning at all costs mentality. Like, dude, I'm going to get whatever it is that I want. Whatever it is that I'm being driven to, whatever is important to me, I'm going to get it. And if you get hurt in the process, sorry about your luck. This feeling betrayal all over the place. I got another lover. I took a leap of faith and took risks outside our connection. I'm juggling two people. There's the heartbreak and sadness. There's me being a player. Here's me betraying you and not giving a shit what happens to you about it. This Five of Swords is the reason we keep seeing the Six of Swords for you. This is the next step. It's about moving away from this betrayal. It's moving away from the conflict, moving away from the mentally, psychologically painful stuff. It's not trying to re-spark that. It's not having the hope that I can get that back. Why the hell would you want that back? It's like, Final clarifier for the lovers is the Page of Wands. This is news and messages and communication about passion and desire, passionate messages, expressing what it is that I want. It's also the minor arcana version of the Fool. So I've got both versions of it right here in their first column. This is having the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path toward this thing I have passion and desire for. Which leads us to their central energy, the Nine of Pentacles. When I clarified your first card, the Eight of Pentacles, on the bottom of the deck was the Ten of Pentacles, that combined together life, building a life together, like married or living together or going down that path, building a life together. This is a step backwards from that. This is singles energy. This is like, I can do this without you. I can do this on my own. It's not always a person that is single, although if there's been a Tower and there's a Ten of Swords ending that I saw, that all this breakup, like leaving, this could be that they're single. But most of the time when I get that in this kind of a context, it's a person who ain't single. They just present themselves in the physical world as if they are. Tell me about this Nine of Pentacles, please. Why is that here for Sagittarius? Excuse me. It's Aquarius' person of interest. I don't know where Sagittarius even came from. I won't get to them till tomorrow or so. Yeah, I apologize Because like I said, this isn't really my energy as much as I'm... Rule number one in what I do is observe the energy. Do not absorb it. And I have a problem with that sometimes. And I absorb way more than I should. And I'm feeling how big of an asshole this person is and how much pain they've caused you. And it's getting to me. It's getting to me. So I'm probably going to need to take a break after this one. Son of a bitch. The devil. This is a person who is acting like they're single when they're not single. That's part of their little disturbing pattern that they have. They aren't in control of. That's part of the work they put in. Like if this is you contemplating putting work in with them, you would be working on something that's futile. They're worrying about their own happiness. And that's all that's important to them. I got me. I can do this. I'm presenting myself as single because that's what my urges and desires tell me to do. And I get happiness from that. This is not a person that you are going to be able to heal or change or even convince that there is anything they need to look at about themselves, because they get happiness from this. And they also get happiness from chasing tail, like the Queen of Wands. This is the person they have the desire for, the attraction to. This is the person that they go after, like sexy, vivacious, fun to be around, life of the party. Yeah, they were probably communicating with that person as well, which is probably part of the secret. The thing that you didn't see was happening at some point. That's ultimately what killed this whole Ten of Cups idea. But that's the key thing that you need to take away from this. If you believed that that person was the one for you and that was your happily ever after, that's what it really was. It was a masquerade. And you didn't actually lose the Ten of Cups. You just think you lost the Ten of Cups. What you had was not actually Ten of Cups. When I clarify Nine of Pentacles, the singles energy, Five of Wands, Three of Cups, Seven of Swords. I will say again, I am 100% confident that the person I'm talking about here cheated. They betrayed. They had two people. Every card that I could get that says that, all of it is right here in their energy. This Five of Wands is Leo energy. Fives are conflict. This is an internal conflict in their desires. A piece of them wants this one thing. Another piece of them wants this other thing. And now I'm torn because I'm pulling myself in desire in different directions. I want more than one thing. I'm trying to juggle two people, for God's sake. And even in the internal conflict, screw it, I'm still going for it. Like, this is really screaming like, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but damn it, I can't help it. Three of Cups, Cancer energy. Yes, this can be reconciliation energy. This can be being reunited and celebrating, but it can also represent third-party love triangle because there are three cups of love here. It's tied to the internal conflict where I want this cup and I want that cup, and I don't know what to do, so let me be a player and go back and forth and have both. That's part of the betrayal. Seven of Swords. Lying, cheating, stealing, deception, sneaking around behind your back, trying to get away with something. The thing I'm trying to get away with is Three Cups of Love. The thing I'm trying to get away with? Betrayal. Getting what I want and not giving a shit what happens to anybody else as long as I get what I want. And the only card that doesn't have anything in the row with it is the willingness to take the first steps down that path, communicating that that is what I want. Final card for your person. I will be so glad to get out of their energy. I don't like them. Temperance. Sagittarius Major Arcana card. This is a card of patience. It's a card about blending two things together to make something new. It can even be a card about something way out of balance that needs kind of recalibrated and adjustments need made to it to balance it back out. Which, okay, maybe they did all of this stuff and maybe this is what they're talking about. Hey, this can be a reconciliation energy of like taking the love that's been separated and recombining it back together. And this could be the hope that we can do that coming from them even. This could easily just be saying, dude, this person is like way, way out of whack. And they're going to need some serious readjusting in order to deal with this. Tell me about temperance. Why is that here for Aquarius's romantic person of interest? March 2024. Why is that here? Let's get one of them. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. News messages, communications about love and emotions. This is sometimes an apology coming in. Hey, can we fix this? The Devil. This is not real. This is about me getting what I want. This is a person that doesn't want just one. They want you and the other person. And they're bullshit. Like, look, he's got a fish in his cup. It's sleight of hand. It's like when you watch David Copperfield do a magic trick. He distracts you. He gets you to look somewhere else so you don't see what the real trick is, because then it would spoil the fun and it wouldn't be cool anymore. Well, this is, I don't want you to see what I really got going on. So here, look at the fish in the cup. I'm trying to apologize and tell you how I feel so I can recombine this. I'm trying to heal this with you. But there's still secrets you don't know about. There's still secrets you don't know about. And there's still a big-ass illusion about what this relationship actually was. I hate that I have to give negative messages, but people don't really come to me when their relationship is going great. Why the hell would you need to watch a tarot reading if your relationship's going awesome? You already know what's going on. Like, people come to me when shit's hit the fan and they're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, that should be my channel motto. If you don't want to know the truth, don't watch this. So this person is trying to balance it out for nefarious reasons. Seven of Cups is Scorpio energy of options and choices and confusion about the options and choices. I got a lot of options here. I got a lot of cups that I could pick. I don't want to make a mistake and pick the wrong one. The clouds of smoke can represent clouded judgment, clouded decision making, or it can even represent that they're trying to blow smoke up your ass and present you with some bullshit that isn't real, and they just don't want you to see that because they're trying to balance it back out. Two of Wands. This is the fork in the road. This is Aries energy. It's a fork in the road. It's a crossroads. It's a decision point for them. And it's a decision about what is it that I really want from my life and which of these two paths gets me to the thing that I want. Well, the thing that they want is 3 cups of love. The thing that they want is to be a player and to be able to run back and forth between 2 different people. That's the thing that they want. Justice is the final clarifier, the Libra Major Arcana card. This is the most powerful card of balance in the deck. It's supposed to be about doing the right, fair, just thing. Not what they're up to. The fact that it's here tells me something unfair and unjust is going on, and there is a need to cut that away and correct that situation. We're clarifying a card about trying to balance something out that's way out of whack. The unfair, unjust thing that's going on is sneaking around behind your back, lying and cheating and betrayal. And again, for you, the only card that had nothing left in a row with it is the ending of a cycle and starting over at the beginning of your next cycle. For them, the only card that doesn't have anything to go with it is communications about passion and desire and the willingness to take the first step down a new path toward the thing I have passion and desire for. This is a person who wants 2 people. And if they don't have it, even if they get in a good relationship, they're going to continue that pattern. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Aquarius love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.